Guys, Kurt from Time Machine Transport. So this is the final product of the tarp rack. I mean, you could use it as a dunnage rack too if you wanted to. The only problem I had was got a little bit of dust on it because I don't know, I accidentally hit my air tool. So I sprayed dust on it, but I'm not tripping. It's going to be for my 4s and my 8-foot tarps. Overall, it turned out pretty decent. I actually, all my measurements were true. So initially I was just going to do a gap, so I didn't have to cut as many C channels. So this is some pretty thick stuff. So I didn't want to, I mean, it kind of looks like a deck. I wasn't really going for that at first. However, because I was going to do a plank, then like, you know, a ½ inch space, a plank, ½ inch space, so on and so on. So it ends up I have, 10 here? 2, 4, 6, yeah, 10 planks. Then I went to start drilling holes, and I was like, man, fuck that. Because if they're not all butt up, they're just going to be dancing around in there. So instead of doing that, I ended up cutting more pieces than I wanted. So it was actually a lot more work with stripping the beams with the wire brush, and you know, everything's 2 and 3 coated. So, but it turned out nice. It actually turned out exact on the ends, which is nice. So basically, once I slid them in, I hit all the metal before I put it on, and then again after I took it all, or I put it all together, I hit it with a second and then a third coat. But instead of drilling through each individual side, and over there you can see where I started, I was like, man, I am not doing that. So anyways, that way all you got to do is put 4 bolts, 1 in each corner, which works out perfectly because they're not going to be moving at all. So I think my measurements, so these are 3-inch wide, so I got 10 of them, so it's 30 inches or all, however you want to play it out. And then whatever your height is, I wanted it a little bit lower to the ground, so I could put the 4 tarps on there, and anything additional, like if I get more tarps or whatever. It's 77 inches from one side to the other, and then it would be 30 deep. But what I did was I actually lined it up so it sticks out. And this is an old trailer, so this is 96 wide. But yeah, so my plan is, once I cut because I have some pipe stakes, but I want to make some of my own. And I don't know how to weld. I got a fucking $3,600 or $4,600 welder sitting in the shop that I've never learned how to use. So this is an easy, well, I wouldn't say easy, but this is the alternative to welding and everything else. So probably had, from start to finish, probably, I don't know, maybe 10 hours, maybe. If I counted, obviously, every minute. So at least, I was going to say something, I forgot. Oh, so that way, at least if I get more tarps, whatever the case is, but I know what I want to say. So when I cut my new pipe stakes, I actually want them to slide in the pockets, and I couldn't get this one and that one in with underneath the, that's not my black paint on there. Hired these fucking Muyans to put some, or paint all my undercarriage and everything, and they just got fucking paint everywhere. So I'll hit that with a wire brush. But, so what I want to do is, that way I can leave, instead of putting my tarp or my pipe stakes in the headache rack, I can just pop them in here, and that way they can just go ahead and sit right. But I don't know if that's going to work okay. If I have the tarps in there, maybe I can, but that was kind of what I was going for. But it turned out nice. I got a buddy of mine who's like, dude, that's pretty slick, man. Can you make me one? So anyways, This is part 2 of the 2 videos, and if you ever have any questions on how to build it, if you go that route, give me a holler. 414-477-7845. Again, that's Kurt, Time Machine Transport. 414-477-7845. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Ciao.